Hello guys, it's time for another reactionary commentary. We're gonna look at the Battlefield. Okay, we're looking at Battlefield 6. I don't know whether or not to say my stuff up front and then okay, going forward, we're gonna react and then we're gonna talk about it. I feel like that's a pretty smooth interpretation. Also, I turned it down like because Dice likes to use a lot of copyrighted music, and if it gets called this, whatever. But that's why it's pretty low. It was. Let's get to the reaction. Oh, just as a note, I have seen this trailer already. I'm coming on here to state my record and talk about it, set my piece because I reacted to the cinematic trailer. So it's here. I'm here to just lay down how I feel about it, and I've already seen gameplay as well. Not this gameplay, but like the beta testers and Shills and all those guys get to play it first. I saw that. Okay. I do like I got that little scene right there, fire. Even though a majority of this is still cinematic. I do like the dragon heal mechanic. I haven't really played a game that has the crawling shooting, so I don't know if I don't know how to feel about that. And then you see the C4 attached to the drone. I'm guessing that's a recon drone. People said in the beta or in the test that the shotgun is very strong. And then it looks like you get a sledgehammer. We saw that from the cinematic trailer. Oh, it's that gun. I remember that gun. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember this map from Battlefield 4. It was probably on 3 first, but I played it on floor. I'm on 4. They sure like blowing up these helicopters. I mean, yeah. Wait, there was just a scene and the helicopter didn't get blown up. I'm so mad. Up there we go. Yes, I know that was a jet and I know it didn't blow up. Relax. Never mind. We see. I'm telling you every time. Battlefield 6. Oh man, bravo, bravo, bravo. And then of course all the other of course, you got to get the list of all the buyables and all the packs. Okay, so now it's time for me to talk about it. Okay, so I would like to say also we're going to react to the portal. Okay, hold on. Let's react to the portal mode, like the little snippet they showed too. But okay, no. We'll react to it after this, and then we'll talk specifically about Portal. All right, so far, everybody has been saying that other than a couple minor glitches, the game is pretty fun. That's like the general gist of the beta tester. But you got to realize the people that's playing it currently are shills. Okay, they got flown out. They get to sit in their little press conference and get to see all this. They get to hold the game first. EA, wait no, not EA. This is not EA, right? Right? Battlefield is Frostbite. No, that's the engine it's used in. Oh boy. Regardless, whoever made it, they're the shills. Of course, they're not gonna speak overly negative. They have been saying some bad stuff, and preferably they've just been pointing out small bugs, balancing issues, and I haven't gone that much in depth, so I really just because I'm not gonna pre-order. I wouldn't pre-order. First of all, the only game I would pre-order that I could have pre-ordered but I didn't was Lost Records, and that's just because I like story games. Okay, so but I'll probably like only story games I would pre-order. Anything that's action, anything that's RPG. Never pre-order those because it's too many variables. I mean, like honestly, but regardless, um, they're not gonna say the terrible, terrible things. Like they're not gonna like dig deep. They're gonna say it's not. It's good, but it could be better. Instead of saying this is hot garbage. So we gotta get in the hands of like playtesters. I know they have a public playtest coming up soon, and I know they have a like special playtest that's sooner. So, but I will be playing the free. I'll get all the dates. I'll get all the dates and all that stuff, and I'll play it for that day, and then I'll upload it, and then I tell you how the game feels. Because I'm gonna be playing it on PC because I don't have a PS5. I have PS4. I will PS4 is not last gen. Okay, well, okay, technically by the definition it is last gen, but they're trying to force it. I'm not. You're not gonna force it more. Jeez. I would have to. I'm gonna get one soon, but not. I literally would only get one if my current PS4, which is like very old. I had it since 2015. Very old. Dies on me. Okay, and it's other than sounding like a jet engine, it's running like a dream. Anyway, and yes, I know it can have both, but that's not the point. How do I feel about the game? Is it going to be... Okay, first of all, it's giving Battlefield 4 vibes, and I love it. This is the near... This is slightly future. This is not near future. This is slightly future, because you know how the guns look, the tanks have that near future kind of aesthetic and look and trim. But a lot of this stuff, I'm going to say it, I'm liking what I'm seeing, okay? And the reason I like what I see, right, is because I feel like now that I'm seeing gameplay and, like, actual gameplay... It can only be good. Now, the only way they can screw this up now is if I heard some things like utilities are able to be are on cooldown, so you get them over time without needing an ammo bag. That sounds crazy to me, but I've just heard that people said it could. The person that was talking about it said it could have been like a myriad of different things, like skill trees, levels, blah blah blah, the game mode, regardless. So until I get that figured out, I do know that they are doing the classless and class system, and it's kind of the same as Battlefield, if my information is correct. So like every class has their own specific weapon, like you know, assault has rifles and then the heavy has LMGs, but everybody can use carbines and I presume pistols, and that's how Battlefield 4 was. I'm telling you, but we still don't have a couple questions. Like, well, these are probably already answered, but I don't know them currently, so then that's gonna move my opinion. Okay, do we have voice chat? Do we have a scoreboard? I think I did see a scoreboard. So 2042 with no scoreboard is wild. I mean, jeez. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna pre-order it, but I will after I play the beta. I think it's a buy, and I really want to buy it for obviously the Battlefield experience, but Portal mode, which we're gonna react to the Portal mode section right now. All right, here we go with the Portal mode, and this has like all this stuff.
You and your squad will be battling it out across a world drowning in turmoil. A world filled with epic battles for you to partake in.
Sure.
All our spaces are built for the experience you want as a player. Whether that's intense, close quarters infantry combat, or large-scale warfare with tanks, choppers, and jets. So let's start with where you'll be battling it out.
Battlefield 6 will take you all over the globe, from Egypt and Gibraltar to Tajikistan and the streets of Brooklyn in the US.
Brooklyn! I hope I see my house.
9 maps, including a remake of the classic Operation Firestorm from Battlefield 3.
Okay, that map was from Battlefield 3, not 4, but it was in 4, so that's why I said I remember it from 4. Okay, 4 better than 3, my opinion. It's okay if you're angry, if you have a different opinion. It's just wrong.
Gibraltar is built to be up close and personal.
And that, guys, don't get butthurt over that. Okay, Battlefield 3 was good, but Battlefield 4 was Battlefield 3 plus. So I'm not discrediting 3. 3 was good for its time, but they literally just made 3 and then added more stuff to it. So there is no room for comparison at all. Oh, guys, real quick, they're not gonna have commander mode in this game, and I would just like to say, to all those that said it was boring, I enjoyed playing commander. Okay, they could have changed it up people that was whining about not being on the field. They can be like on the field, but they have like a pistol and they got the laptop. So they go into their laptop to get that view, but they're still in the game and they have like, you know, ammo pack. They could have made it cool, but no, they took it out the game. But you know, it's whatever. Let's get back into the game.
Urban areas designed to support close quarters combat. Egypt is all about infantry and land vehicles, while Tajikistan boasts scale with epic settings that capture our all-out war experience.
And there goes their helicopter blowing up.
Then there's Brooklyn,
Then there's Brooklyn.
bringing the best of both scale and close quarters combat.
All of these maps are built to support any of our variety of modes with custom layouts that we call combat zones that have been rigorously play-tested and iterated to ensure a thrilling,
I doubt the
battlefield
play tested,
experience,
but we'll see. And there goes the helicopter blowing up.
no matter where you're playing.
Conquest. Breakthrough.
Okay, I would like to say that I played a fair amount of Battlefield 1. I still to this day don't know what Breakthrough is.
Rush.
Oh, I love me some good old Rush though. Oh. When I said I had so much fun playing Rush, oh, that is beautiful.
Our all-out warfare trifecta of modes delivers moments you can't get in any other game.
And there goes a helicopter blowing up. It's not even in the game. Literally a helicopter blowing up in the green screen. Alright.
All infused with Battlefield's DNA.
Also,
6, giving you more ways to play.
I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this in wait, did I do a reaction to this? Oh wait, no, okay, I watched it. Okay, I watched it. I was like, I just got hit with nasty deja vu just now. Sorry, guys. They threw me for a loop there because I was very confused. All right. But it feels like I talked about this already. Why did that RPG blow up like this whole building? And it should have just blown up like right here. It blew up this entire section.
All infused.
That's all I wanted to say.
Team deathmatch. Squad deathmatch.
Team deathmatch, squad deathmatch. Okay, well, first of all, what's the difference? Yeah, team deathmatch, I guess, is a whole team. Squad deathmatch, I guess, is 4. It's 8v8. It's competitive. We're doing competitive Battlefield now.
Domination.
Of course, King of the Hill didn't play much, but yes,
Our
of course.
newest addition to our all-out warfare experience called Escalation, where teams are pushed to a final climactic battle that we think our players will love.
Escalation, that sounds like Rush mixed with King of the Hill. So like it says you're gonna be like spread out, but then the final point is gonna be it's basically just Rush and King of the It's probably gonna be domination, and then it turns into King of the Hill.
We've spent countless hours of playtesting these modes, both internally and alongside our Battlefield Labs participants, and working to refine them and make them feel true to Battlefield's brand of immersive warfare. You can expect more maps, modes, and events as part of our post-launch seasonal content that we'll be telling you about closer to release.
So you notice how they don't say nothing now. Crazy, right?
And with the return of Portal, you can also build,
Here is what I wanted to talk about. Get ready for the app.
share, and play your custom-created experiences.
Okay. Okay, let's wait till after this segment. I just have so much to say. I'm sorry.
This new, more powerful version of Portal will enable creators to use an updated toolset that features editing tools that will let you create.
Hold on, I'm looking at this, at the sides here, because this looks like Unreal. Yeah, this looks like Unreal Engine. No, this is Godot Engine. What? Hold on, let me watch.
Even wilder experiences. That's not all. In Portal's newly redesigned Verified mode, modifiers will allow players to set up hardcore rule sets with one-shot kills, closed weapons, and so much more. all with
Okay, alright, first of all, I'm gonna talk when I please. I'm not gonna watch this because there's a lot of information going on. First of all, why is this
this new,
Godot?
more powerful version of Portal will enable creators to use an updated toolset.
Okay, why is this Godot? I thought that this was gonna be an in-game kind of like tool editor, which admittedly is kind of crazy, but that's what I presume. But this is the Godot engine, and Godot engine is first of all not really made for 3D, and I know for damn sure it's not made in Battlefield. I think Battlefield is either made off the Frostbite engine, or I could have sworn I heard something about them converting over to Unreal, but this is neither. So what is this going on? We see reference, we have highway stretch, so that's like obviously the assets. We got add-ons, levels, objective, raw, scripts, and then static. So static is stuff that doesn't move. Experience 0 ton. So we have 3D, 2D scripts. I don't know about Godot engine, so I'm not versed in like if this is like where to look for like certain stuff. But is it like you can use any engine and it's just placing the props? I think.
That features editing tools.
Okay. Well, let's not think about that for a minute because that is questionable to say the least. I would also like to say, how much control do you actually have? I wish I did play 42 just to play the Portal mode so I can just see how much control you have, because I've heard that in Portal mode for 2042 you're not able to move the objectives, okay, but obviously you could like put stuff around, like I'm guessing I'm guessing everything that's white can be moved around and everything that is orange is static, and it might have like some destructible element to it which makes it so you can't move it. So obviously there's going to be certain maps where you can't move stuff because of like, I'm guessing the static objects, even though static means do not move, but destructible objects technically aren't moving, they're just getting replaced with destroyed material, destroyed debris. Like, how crazy can you get? And if you could get as crazy as you can, are you able to lag the game out? Because if you have a level editor, if you have any type of building in your game where you get to do anything Portal type, so like you could build your own this, you could do your own that. If you're not able to lag out the game, then it shouldn't be classed as a good editor. It should be classed as either good or bad, never great, because it needs to give you that much freedom. But once again, why in God's name is it in Godot engine? Can someone hold on? I gotta see. I hold on. Why is Battlefield 6 shown in the Godot engine? Maybe Google knows. Who knows? Battlefield 6 Portal mode, which allows players to create a custom map using the Godot engine as its editor. So you have to have Godot engine to. Oh, that is so. I mean, okay, Godot is open source. It's just I already have so many editors already on my PC. It can't handle another. Hopefully, it's lightweight. Okay. It makes a little bit more sense now that you can just upload it to Battlefield and then okay. Now that we got some clarification on that, okay, we can move on.
But that can create even wilder experiences. That's not all. In Portal's newly redesigned verified mode, modifiers will allow players to set up hardcore rule sets with one-shot kills.
Now, this what do you mean by one-shot kill? Is there a slider? It is it a little checkbox that says that it says okay. This editor I think that Portable should come out with basic stuff, of course, like basic, health increase, no sprinting, stuff like that. But I think over time we should get crazier stuff. Cause how are you able to do the one-shotting mechanic? Is it a button that says one shot? Because that's lazy. And acceptable, but if that can, it cannot be left like that. It should have like weapon damage times with a scaler. You should be able to ban certain weapons. You should be able to ban certain classes of weapons. Certain, like, it should be very formable. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. It, like, don't give me a lackluster mode to make stuff in, and I can barely make anything.
Closed weapons, so much more. All with full progression and XP gain.
With updates to our UI and navigation systems, it will be easier than ever to find.
And then, of course, I've seen all this stuff. I'm a game developer, so I can give you a little insight that you normally wouldn't have. First off, that texture does not belong on that object. You see this little circle right here? These textures are stretched. I'm guessing that this is a building texture just slapped onto this, just so it wouldn't be white or purple. Well, it's not. It's not. What's it called? Source. It's not Source Engine. It's not gonna be pink, but it's not gonna be white. So, first of all, you may not even be able to texture. You may not be able to texture. You could see it right here. They would have put a custom texture on. Now you are able to like add like elements and like particle systems. So you could put some. You could put like a. I'm guessing this would be called like a smoke grenade _ red or something, and then you could like keep it persistent.
Find and share exciting.
And then it looks like you can have floating tanks, which it could just be geometry. So you could just, like, you know how you've seen how they move the highway systems when I was talking about Godot engine? They can move these and just put them there and set it as static, or make it not move, which is set static. But I don't know if that's what they actually did, but I'm gonna say static just as in not being able to move. So it may not be able to. So that's what you would do.
Experiences made with Portal.
And hold on.
Easier than ever to find and share exciting.
I'm looking at this one right here. Is these constant explosions? Because like just like the smoke effect, you could probably just spawn like the explosion effect and put it on loop or something.
It will be easier than ever.
And yeah, you can actually see like the whiteout version.
Updates to our UI.
Sorry guys, I took a little break and now my voice is groggy because I was singing. I'm quite the guy. No, stop talking and react. Gotcha.
UI and navigation systems.
You can see it right here, but obviously nothing has texture in this. This is just like the box out. But I'm guessing that they didn't have a texture for this little ring right here. That looks like they made it. You can like this much. Okay, it might be like either they made this object or they took it from somewhere that's not meant to make a circle. Because you can see like this is clipping into it. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of something, just like put together. But it had the texture of it being universal, so that's weird. Okay.
Will be easier than ever to find and
But
share
okay, let's watch these back explosions.
exciting new experiences made
Yeah, these explosions just happen on a loop.
with Portal.
I wonder what this green thing is here. It may be like the Y on here, but let's. They're trying to make the obvious. They're trying to make a game mode where there's gonna be like a dice made game mode where it's basically you try to walk up this highway and not get ran over. I'm guessing that's the premise. It's gonna be a bunch of exploding debris and tanks and whatever else, and you gotta dodge it. I'm guessing that's their first game, other than obviously the jet one and the parachute one.
We can't wait to see what you create, share, and play.
Okay, I thought Portal was gonna be more in the Battlefield editor. Like, I thought it was gonna be a Battlefield editor. I didn't think you had to do it through Godot. And Godot looks like Godot may be just like okay, this is my hope now that I know that you have to go through Godot. Godot, you only have to go through Godot if you want to do like map moving, like you want to move certain objects. Or you want to add in like some custom visuals, like explosions, or maybe even custom scripts, depending on how much they give you in terms of like mobility. That's not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. And like the smaller stuff, like weapon damage, not allowed to sprint, and no grenades, or like small stuff like that is on the Battlefield Portal editor. You can do those stuff there, but I have a feeling that you can only do that stuff. I have a feeling that you can only do that kind of stuff in Godot as well. So you have to do like the simple stuff. That's like there should be a checkbox or a slider is gonna have to be done in Godot 2 is my greatest fear. Because I really, if it was a Battlefield editor, I would have been all over Portal mode. Because I just, that seems fun to me. That seems brutally fun. Am I gonna find players? Probably not. But like the game modes I would love to make and the maps I would like to like fashion out of other objects from an existing map, it would have been hilarious. It would have just been one highway. I would have made Metro Locker. I would have made, well, I like Locker more. I would have made Locker so fast. I mean, honestly. But yeah, you know the deal. Yeah, this is unfortunate. This is bad news. Well, it's just a learning curve I would have to get over. So I can still do it. It's just much more of a headache, you know. Wish it was more streamlined, but I guess, you know, in a pinch, use another engine, you know. Oh, okay, that was it. But yeah, I already said my piece. I'm gonna buy it when it drops, maybe a day after. I'm gonna play the free weekend, and overall, I am optimistic, but I'm not gonna pre-order. You can pre-order it. I don't care. It's not my money. Hey, if you want to keep on buying these AAA games and they keep on like doing like the craziest, nastiest like scams on you, that's on you, not me. No. But you can lead a horse to water. You know what I'm saying? No, end the video. Okay.